Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Nick, better known online as Avialence for all of my gaming videos here on YouTube. But today we're trying something a little different, and that is vlogging. Whoa, crazy, I know, but we're going to be doing it. So my plan is to do some vlogs this year. I've always wanted to do this, and I think this is about time for me to start doing this. So we're going to go ahead and get started with one of my favorite topics of late, dating and texting. Has texting ruined dating? The answer, yes. I really hope my hand showed up in that part. So anyway, texting and dating. This is a topic that I love to talk about, particularly because I really enjoy discussing how much I think texting's ruined dating. Now, I want to state that this is in my opinion, and this is in no way scientifically proven or anything like that. But it is a very interesting thing that I do want to talk about. So here, the idea is, has dating ruined texting? Simply, yes. I think it has. I mean, it's something that's really been biting me around a lot lately, at least mentally. I've tried to go out with a couple people in the last couple months, and guess what? All text messaging. I mean, I understand the fact that people want to text, because I understand it's convenient, right? And I think that's the biggest thing. Texting is convenient. Like, if I'm working, it's so much easier for me to text you than to pick up the phone, stop all my recording, and just go back to it a little later. It's so much easier for me to just pick that up while my phone's on silent and be like, hey, yeah, no problem, I'm recording, I'll text you back later, right? And that's fine. But that's kind of carried into the dating world, and that's why I'm really frustrated. I've tried a lot of stuff dating-wise. You know, I've tried online dating. I've tried dating as far as like going out and meeting people at like hotspots. I've tried dating people in class. I've tried, and by class I mean like college, high school classes, right? I've tried dating people that I've ran into, dating people I've worked with, dating people that a friend of a friend tried to hook us up, or dating people that's a friend of a buddy of mine, or just something like that, right? And all of them yell the same results in the fact that it's all about the text. Now, granted, I don't think I'm the best looking guy. I clearly have a very strange range of interests, at least to some of you. Where you may like baseball, I love Star Destroyers. Where you may like football, I would much prefer to watch a Halo tournament. And that kind of stuff I get. I'm a different person, but we all have different traits and stuff, and I don't think that that should influence everything. But what is influencing it is the texting thing. Now, lately, I've tried a couple people, right? I've tried getting him to go out with me, getting him to do that. That's the hard part now, because it's the texting game. After you get the phone number, it's not a phone call, guys. There's no more phone calls, there's no more long conversations. It is a text message, and that is exactly what happens. And it's hard to get out of that text message phase, because you can pick up the phone, and that person will be like, oh yeah, no problem, oh, I gotta go. Or they'll try to make the phone call like really quick, right? That is the big thing. Texting, when you start up, you know, a lot of people I think are boring texters, and I think that's something that is actually a problem, right? And I get that. It's boring when you don't text with a purpose. You have to text with a purpose, you have to text with a reason, and as Swoozy stated, who's a YouTuber here, he said you have to text with the purpose, and the purpose is to meet up with that young lady at a restaurant, or, you know, just out in the world. Actually physically meet with that person. And I think that's absolutely true. I mean, I completely agree with that. That is your end goal. But the part of getting there, I think, is the most problematic piece of it. Now, there's a good friend of mine, Miguel, and Miguel is writing a dating book. Whenever it's done, I'll let you guys know, but he's quite good at this. He's my sensei. Now, Miguel and me have known each other for a couple years. We've gamed together and stuff, and we're pretty good friends. But the idea here is, Miguel, as my sensei, whenever I have some weird text messages, we literally sit there on Skype or on the phone or whatever, and we try to decipher them. We try to decipher what these women are feeling when I ask them out on a date, when I do this, that, and the other. And that's something that shouldn't happen. It should be pretty clear whether, hey, I like this person, hey, I'm going to friend zone you, or hey, no, back off. And I think it's really funny that texting has made it so easy for people to kind of ignore that, right? Casually put you off, it casually puts you off, and casually puts you off, so that you look like the bad guy and they don't. Now this happens with both women and men, and I understand that it happens consistently, and I also understand that it doesn't happen all the time. But the idea here is, it happens. I mean, perfect example, I asked someone out, a friend of a friend, that we had briefly met at something, I don't even remember. But, you know, we were both clicked, and I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, I liked what interest she had. She hopefully liked what interests I had. We had some good video game conversations. And then I went ahead and I asked her out one night. I said, hey, well, next time you're in town, why don't we go out? Yeah, sure, that'd be great. I'd love to. So then when she finally came to town, she was planning on coming on a weekend or whatever, she texted me, "Oh, I'm sick," 30 minutes before we were supposed to go out. So I actually had I had gotten movie tickets. I had not a dinner reservation or anything, but I bought movie tickets on my phone. I had to get rid of those tickets. So I was like, okay, you know, you're sick, fine. One pass. Now, second pass, just pushed off. There's really nothing to it. Third pass, same thing. Fourth pass, it was consistently, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Almost there. Had to do this. Almost there. I'll be there in a minute. That went on for 4.5 hours. And then I finally just said, I'm done. Right? No thanks. We'll push it off. Let you plan something in the future. And then I've really never heard back from that person. Now I think that that's very interesting because all of that interaction was through text messages. I bet there were 1 or 2 quick phone calls, but those were initiated by me, not her. And I think that's very interesting in the fact that it's all text messages. And that's the point I'm trying to get across here. Text messages actually don't give you an obligation. They don't make you feel obligated to do something. They don't make you feel obligated to go on that date. They don't make you feel obligated to go out with that person or hit that movie or hang out with those people. They don't. And I think that's something that's very true. I mean, if I pick up a phone and someone says, hey, you want to go out to lunch? Hey, you want to go to a movie? Hey, you want to hang out with me and my friends? I feel obligated, if I say yes on that phone call, to do that. And I think that's very true with everybody. Now, the text message, here's my favorite thing. Yeah, sure, what we'll do, you know what, just text me tomorrow and we'll make plans. Then you text that person tomorrow, you know, they don't text you back for half the day, and then you're already out partying, or you're out at dinner, or you're about to go to sleep, or you're sitting here playing video games, and then they text you, oh, hey, sorry, something came up, I'll text you tomorrow. That's a consistent process, and it doesn't end, so get out. Don't get hung up over this crap, because this crap happens all the time. And if you find somebody that doesn't want to text all the time and actually calls you, date that person. That's my advice, because I found one of those earlier this year, and we had a little bit of a falling out, but nonetheless, it was still a pretty good 3 months. Now, I'm not trying to insinuate that texting ruins dating, but I am trying to say that texting should not be all that dating is, especially if you're trying to just go out with somebody. It is literally a game in order to go on that first date now, and I think that's ludicrous, because the first date's trouble enough. I don't know about you guys, but that Blink-182 song kind of speaks my life. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion on texting and dating. I know it's a little weighted based on my recent experiences, but nonetheless, I think it was still a pretty good conversational topic. So I want to hear from you guys too, and that's one thing I want to be doing this year. Again, this is my first time doing this vlog stuff. I'm going to be releasing these vlogs every Tuesday and every Thursday, and I want to hear from you guys. So if you guys have any topics that you guys want to hear me talk about, if you have anything dating, texting oriented, that stories you want to share, things like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer all of those comments. And I will also consider your comments and your topics that you put in those comments for my whiteboard, where I just pull ideas off of every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it. Also toss me a comment, tell me what you thought of it. I'm new to this whole vlogging thing, so if you guys have any tips, please feel free to let me know. Also, feel free to subscribe. That's the big one. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. I'm doing this vlog thing as something to kind of reach out to you guys, because I love hanging out with you guys and talking with you guys. And I know that some of you guys that follow me aren't hardcore gamers like I am. You don't want to watch me on Twitch every day or see just gaming videos. And there's also people out there who may not even be interested in gaming videos, but would love to hear about dating and texting, for example. So that's the kind of stuff you're going to see in these vlogs. Dating, texting, video games, of course, you know, building computers. How do I do it? How do I work cameras? What about college books, you know? Are they worth buying? The answer is no. And I really hope you guys enjoy these vlogs, because there's going to be 2 a week, like I said, every Tuesday and every Thursday. And one of my New Year's resolutions is to do it the entire year. So we're going to see how these kick off at the end of 2014 as we're going into 2015. Anyway, guys, my name is Nick, otherwise known as Avialence. I will see you guys in the next vlog. And remember, if you ask someone out, make sure they call you first.